As a matter of fact, if you are a single woman, and you are successful, you must be sleeping with men for money. It's a must. If you are a single lady and you happen to be of marriageable age and you are not yet married, now your bad character cause am. Change your bad character. Look at this video.
I want you to tell me, if I came to you as a single woman, why wouldn't you give me an apartment?
As an African, I don't think it's a right to a woman to look for apartment.
So where am I supposed to live? Under the bridge?
You live under your husband.
But I don't have a husband, so what am I supposed to do?
You have to look for one as an African.
These are the statements that make women stay in very abusive marriages that lead to their death.
Let me tell you, if you are married to somebody,
yes,
that day you sighted your eye on that person that you are going to marry him, you have to be submissive to the call.
Even when he's trying to kill you?
Endure.
Even when he's trying to kill you?
You have chosen. That is Africa for you. You have chosen.
Just when I thought I have seen it all. Hey fam, welcome back to the channel. Ewoma here, how una day. In fact, let us quickly jump into the topic for today. The video you just saw is not a scripted skit. It is not a scripted movie. It is not acting. It is real life. And I felt so sorry for the interviewer that she had to sit through that kind of awful interview. I can just imagine what's going on in her mind, whether she felt like standing up, or she felt like even attacking this man. Because honestly speaking, I feel like that is how a lot of us felt, while watching that clip. Okay, so guys, what do you think about that clip? What do you think about what this man said? Do you agree with him? Singles, you are in trouble, oh. Honestly speaking, I feel like it's bad enough that we deal with gender discrimination, generally as a gender, as women. But the fact that they have now divided, that group into two, married women and single women. Married women are dealing with their own issues in marriage. They are dealing with, physical assault. They are dealing with mental assault, emotional assault, financial assault. They are dealing with all manner of things inside the marriage. And then the ones that are single, that are supposed to be free from these issues, are still dealing with societal assault, because that is what it is. It is societal assault at this point. But honestly speaking, it's not funny. Singles, you guys are seeing a lot of shegebanza from that clip that I just saw. But the truth of the matter is that, the system is rigged against women already. And now single women have to bear the brunt of the whole situation. I've heard so many things, about single women. As a matter of fact, if you are a single woman, and you are successful, you must be sleeping with men for money. It's a must. It's non-negotiable, because how are you able to afford the lifestyle that you have? That life of luxury, it must be a man bankrolling you. If you're a single woman or a single lady and you are not yet successful, bet me, you must sleep with a married man, because you cannot survive on your own. Yes, you need a man to take care of you. As that man said, you must be under a man. If you are a single lady and you happen to be of marriageable age and you are not yet married, now your bad character cause am. Now make man no one put you for house. Change your bad character. If you were married and now you are single, your own is even worse. Your eye dey outside since. Leave a shower now so that you go fit stay for inside man house. Leave a shower so you go fit stay for man house. These and many more are some of the terrible things I've heard people say about single ladies, and it means that it is a problem. Until we stop listening to this, or we stop actually thinking like this, I don't see how a change can come in our society. Nigeria, Africa, I don't see how that is possible. For people to actually sit down and believe that single women are the cause of problem, it's because of you people that people are waking up to cook around 4 a.m. so that you will not snatch their husband. Yes, you single lady. It is because of you. As if it's not bad enough, we married women are adding to your problem. Yes, we are part of your problem. Because as a married woman, I have no business being friends with a single lady. As a matter of fact, guys, I have a video on my channel. It's an old video though, but I know you would love it and you will enjoy it. You will actually learn one or two things from that video, where I talked about reasons I've heard, some married women claim they have to do away with their single friends the moment they get married. Guys, I feel so bad, honestly, because people forget that every married woman was once a single lady. And I can imagine what a lot of ladies have had to go through as singles before they got married. Some people have had to stay in abusive marriages just so that they can remain married, they don't want to go back to being single, because being single comes with a lot and a lot, trust me. Okay, so guys, pertaining to the example they gave in that interview, which was the house rent issues, oh my goodness, although when I was single I did not experience that issue, I didn't have to deal with that. I was able to get a house comfortably without being married. But going through the comment section, it shows that thousands of Nigerian women out there have encountered this problem. A lot of women are narrating how they've had to lie that their husbands are abroad, or they've had to go and borrow male friends just to accompany them so that they can claim they are married and get an apartment, get where to sleep, get where to lay their head. It's not like they're even requesting for these apartments for free. They are willing to pay their own hard-earned money to get this apartment. But a lot of landlords have this very bad notion about single ladies, just like this man in this interview. And so a lot of men have had to tell lies, pretend, and even the ones that are able to get accommodation have to deal with very funny, unspeakable rules and regulations, all in the name of you're a single lady. They have to deal with rules like you cannot have male visitors, you cannot be outside the compound past a certain time, you cannot have guests, like different rules just because they are single. Tell me, is it now a crime to be single? My joy was that, while scrolling through the comment section, I didn't come across any comments that was in any way trying to defend this man, because you know how it is. Sometimes when issues come online, some people would like to play devil's advocate. They want to try and reason. They want to try and reason with this man. They want to try and understand him. Nobody was ready for that. Everybody was just condemning this. Everybody seemed to be on the same page, and they were condemning everything that this man said. It made no sense at all. So I really want to know your opinion in the comments section. Tell me, don't be shy. Don't be shy. What do you really think about this interview? Do you think that, as a woman or as a lady, you have to be married to enjoy certain, and what will I call it now? To enjoy certain, it's not free, it's not gift, it's not privilege, to just have the basic things in life. Unfortunately, not only men seem to look down on women, if I may put it that way. Women are our own enemy. Yes, we women do a lot to our own selves. Let me give you an example. Okay, I saw a snippet of a movie online the other day, and in this movie, this woman was already married, and she already had a daughter, and her mother-in-law came to fight her. Her mother-in-law came to fight her and was asking her, why can't you give my son a male child? You have failed as a woman to be producing, female children. Can't you see me? I'm a good woman. That was why I was able to give my own husband a male child. That is why you have a husband to marry, okay? This was what her mother-in-law was saying to her. Women supporting women, we have forgotten. This was what her own mother-in-law was saying to her. So the woman now asked her mother-in-law, does this mean that your own mother failed as a woman by giving birth to you, that is a woman? And that was how that discussion ended. In fact, the mother-in-law turned around and said, oh, you're insulting me. But that is what it is, okay? Let's forget accommodation issue, because that was just by the way. That was just an example that, the interviewer gave just to understand better what this man is saying. When someone is talking to you, I want to be sure that the person does not mean something else. You want to help the person align the issue, but the person is going deeper. I think that's just what that accommodation issue was about, but I don't think that was the real issue. The real issue here is that as a woman, you have to be under a man, whether you like it or not, whether you want to or not. If not, your own is finished. I think that was what the man was trying to point out in that interview, okay? The accommodation issue, by the way. So her mother-in-law turned it against her and said, oh, you're insulting me. How can you call my own mother a failure? Blah, 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 blah. It is still women that are encouraging this bad behavior that some of these men have. It's us women that are causing it. So this is not even a war about married women versus single women. It's a war on the entire gender. The only way we can start to change it is by looking at ourselves differently. We should stop seeing ourselves as our own enemy. Every time there's this funny competition between women, who is better? People compare artists. Oh, is Yemi Alade better than Tiwa Savage? People compare actresses. Oh, Funke Akindele versus Toyin Abraham. Like, there is this unending competition. Even in YouTube here, this YouTuber versus this YouTuber, who is better, who has better subscribers, who has this, who has that. That is not supposed to be so. How are we supposed to fight this gender equality we're talking about? How are we supposed to fight it? I think that is what feminism was originally about. But now it is women tearing. When a husband dies, who are the first people to accuse his wife? It's the women in the family. They are the ones that come and say, You killed our brother, you killed our son. When a wife calls, her mother-in-law and complains about certain things her husband is doing, the mother-in-law will tell her, endure. After all, I endured. Do you know what his father put me through? You have to endure. You have to endure. It is always women versus women. It is a woman that is breaking another woman's home. So I feel like the only way we can ever get the other gender, which is the male gender, to even put some respect on our name is if we start seeing ourselves a little more differently and stop seeing ourselves as liability or properties to be owned. Okay, just imagine what this man was saying. Even when the interviewer was asking him, are you sure a woman must be under a man? What of if, what of if the man is treating the woman badly? The man say, you must endure, you must endure. And she even went as far as telling him that this is the reason a lot of women stay in abusive marriages that eventually lead to them losing their lives. And the man was saying, when you see a man, you pick a man, you must be under him, you must be submissive, you must be submissive. Like, I don't even understand what this submissiveness is about. People only read the part of the Bible that says a woman must be submissive, but they forget to read the part that says that a man must love his wife. They forget to read that. I think at this point, the best advice to give is just to be careful. While you're still single, please watch out for the kind of partner you end up with so that you're not under the category of people that have to endure and endure and endure just to remain married, endure just to keep your marriage. Because even as much as we are preaching messages of, don't stay in an abusive home, don't stay in an abusive marriage, there are still people that believe that marriage is a do or die affair. You have to be under a man to be respected in the society. You have to be under a man for people to look at you in a certain way. You have to be under a man. And so they stay there and endure. I think the best thing here is just to look well. Even though nobody actually chooses to go and marry a bad person, you understand? People get married and things change along the line, but also be very careful. Don't listen to this kind of advices. Don't be shocked that this man now, his daughter may run home after a bad marriage and he'll take her in. But they may be online spewing these kind of things because that is what they are. People always give advice when it's not pertaining to them. When they cannot relate, it's very quick for them to say, do this, do that. But the moment the case turns around, it becomes a different thing entirely, okay? So my opinion is to be very careful as a woman, okay? Let us help each other. Let us look out for each other, okay? Let us look out for each other, whether married or single, because trust me, if you're married does not mean you're safe. You're single does not mean you're safe. Everybody is, dealing with one issue or another. So the least problem we should have is issues amongst ourselves, okay? Let us stop having these unnecessary dramas among ourselves and for once have a united front. Trust me, if women were really united, do you think men would be able to come out and spew this kind of... Honestly, I can't wait for the time where, gender discrimination, tribalism, and all these things finally reduce, because saying coming to an end sounds very far-fetched. So it's best to say reduce, okay? I honestly wish it would just reduce because it will make life a whole lot easier. Women are dealing with a lot. It's almost like the rules of nature are naturally rigged against women. Even amongst women, there's a debate of CS and normal delivery. There's a debate of male children and female children. There's a debate of different things, housewives and working moms. Like, it is too much. So please, if you've watched this point and you subscribe, please subscribe to the channel and leave me your opinion in the comment section. If you're a single pringle, if you're a single lady, okay, if you're a single lady and you've had any terrible experiences just because you were single, please share with me in the description box. I'm willing to listen, okay? I really hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it educative and entertaining at the same time. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.